Hello. So here is my video that I wanted to make for you ladies to share with you the information and research that I've gathered about relaxers. Now, personally, I had a relaxer since the 8th grade. I haven't used one in about 8 years. It's been the best time of my life personally because I wasn't able to color my hair before. You had to wait like the 2 weeks to go swimming. I am like a fish. I do not like being out of water. Like, I like to swim a lot and I love to color hair, do different things. So personally, relaxers really cramped my lifestyle, and it also put a cap on how long my hair would grow. Like, when I had relaxed hair, my hair just didn't grow as long and as fast as it does while it's natural. And then with it being natural, I can have the straight hair, the curly hair, the weave, whatever you want to do. Going natural just opens up, so many doors as far as styling and what you do to your hair. So I found some things online. So it says that there are like 10 major things as to why you shouldn't use relaxers. So there's respiratory, breathing, stomach problems, scalp infection, dry brittle hair, frizzy hair, scalp burns, split ends, permanent hair loss like alopecia and just bald spots and whatnot. Just a lot of other issues. I know I probably only said about 7. Oh, well, hair breakage is one. And yes, split ends. But hair thinning. Hair thinning is like number 1. And then it's just putting chemicals and toxins in your body. Like, you can eat healthy no matter what, but normally when you get a relaxer, you're getting it about every 4 to 6 weeks. Some people do it every other couple of months, but no matter how much you put it in, it's still putting it in your body. You're sitting on your head. It's just going into your body. Like, they say you can't use them when you're pregnant, so why should you use them any other time if you're not pregnant? I mean, it's going to get in your body. Here is a picture right here of a lady that did not use a base, and it gave her a 3rd-degree burn. So I hope you can see this because I don't have any other way to show it to you. Okay, that's all I gotta say for that. And then scalp infections. Now, I've scratched before and I've put it on there and I had like a little pussy scab with hair stuck in it. Like, gross. Like, I'm so not about that life. So here is that picture of that up close. I mean, that's pretty gross. And then just the permanent hair loss. Who wants to lose their hair? Like, you're just trying to get straight hair. And then a lot of stylists that do it and people that do it, they don't really perform the relaxers right. It's supposed to make your hair like a little bit more manageable. It's never supposed to be 100% straight. I've seen people do it to where when the water hits it, the hair won't even wave up. They're doing it 100% straight. They're getting the back of the comb, patting it down, combing it through. I mean, just taking all the curl out of the hair. I mean, it even says on the box perms and stuff that you only should get it 80% straight, because when your hair is 100% straight, there's nowhere else for the hair to go but to break off. It's just supposed to be to where it's 80% done with the relaxer and then the other 20% with the blow dryer and the flat iron or press and comb, whatever you decide to use. So it's just done incorrectly also. But even if it's done correctly, like, you're still getting, the stuff all inside your body. I had a client today and she had used it and she didn't like put it in her refrigerator or anything. And so I did some hair extensions, and the part that I left out was the part that she had relaxed. Well, it was smooth off just about because the relaxer was old and it wasn't stored at a certain temperature. I mean, it's just too much to keep up with. Just let your hair grow, wash, flat iron it, use organic things, and I mean, it'll grow. Right here it says, let's see, the effects of using perms and relaxers sound dangerous. it says that if exposed for long periods of time, it is strong enough to cause damage to your lungs. Problems can occur from using perms and relaxers. Potassium hydroxide, also called potassium lye, is a very strong chemical, and inhaling the chemical may cause coughing, sneezing, and breathing problems. I mean, some of the pictures that I showed you was pretty bad, but some of the ones that I'm looking at now are even pretty bad. And then ones I've seen, like cases I've seen that came in my salon, like it was pretty bad. The only thing I could do was a full head weave. In some cases, they can't even get a weave. It's like being a cancer patient when your hair is all burned off. You have to get like some sort of lace wig. But even then, if it's burned to the point where it's burned, you have to have your hair out, your skin out. It has to be treated. It has to breathe. It has to heal first. I mean, that's pretty embarrassing to walk around with some burns just to have straight hair when there's other ways of getting your hair straight. I don't have like every single thing here, but I don't do relaxers in my salon anymore. I have a lot of clients that ask me why, and they don't understand, because as a stylist, that's a big portion of clients that I'm cutting out, and clients that, you know, I'm not servicing, and that's money that I could be getting. But I don't really care about that. I really care about the longevity of the client, the hair, the health of the hair, and then my client's overall lifestyle. I mean, personally, I think when you go to the hospital and you do a little check-off list, if it asks you, do you smoke, do you drink, do you do this and that, it should also say, do you get relaxers? I mean, because you're sitting it on your head. I mean, in some of these cases, it says that it could be connected to cancer, thyroid problems. I mean, that's a lot just for some straight silky hair. I mean, you can, you know, get that by doing something else. Also, too, another thing in the African American community is the synthetic braids. The ones, you know, where it's like a little bit of your hair and they're like the close together basket braids. The synthetic hair is man-made. It's really, really strong, and the hair is not that strong. So to wrap that around with the tension that you have to wrap it around the hair for the braids to stay and look neat, it's kind of like crushing the hair, because when you take it out, it just pulls the edges out and everything. In some cases, it's pulling out the hair bulb. When the hair bulb is out, there's nowhere for that hair to grow. So the more it pulls it out, it leaves bigger and bigger bald spots. I've had so many women, like in the 90s, they get like those singles, and they get those braids into like a little basket, and, you know, the goddess braids, whatever. I mean, and their hair is not growing back. It's like alopecia, smooth, bald, nothing there. I mean, then you are turned to only using wigs, hair extensions, and these women are like 40. So, I mean, the things that you do to your hair now will affect your hair. I mean, who wants to get older and then have less hair before they should really be bald? And then just some of these problems connected to breathing problems. I mean, really. Some of these scalp burns, like this is something that I see often with the little bumps right here, the hair thinning. I'll show you a picture of that. Now, I know you guys have a homegirl or something with hair like that. Like, I know it. I've seen it too many times. There's a lot of other remedies women like. I have growth treatment set up. I have clients that come in every 2 to 3 weeks. They get their ends clipped a certain amount every 6 weeks. And then I do treatments, growth treatments. Their flat irons are lasting 2 to 3 weeks, even in Oregon rain and weather, just because of the products that I use. I mean, from really, really nappy, coarse hair to people with, you know, just a little bit of curl, like, I'm making everybody go natural. I mean, I'm not making them, but I just give them the option. I mean, if you're not natural, I won't perform services on your hair unless I'm going to cut it off. Now, you don't necessarily have to do the big chop, because a lot of people don't want to walk around with like a bald head. But I mean, if you do the big chop, just chop off enough to where you can still braid it and put like a full head of hair extensions, a lace wig or something. But I've just clipped off enough to where it was a nice haircut, and then maintain the hair growing while the ends are still being clipped. And I've seen clients whose hair just wouldn't grow for them at all. I mean, their hair is down their back. I have African clients, mixed clients, Haitian clients, all types of clients. Like, seriously, like, if your stylist cannot get your hair 100% straight and healthy without a relaxer, you need to choose up. That's all I'm saying. At She Extension Boutique, we just don't only do extensions. I do natural hair. I specialize in extensions and natural hair. I mean, I do haircuts, everything. So, I mean, maybe you need to switch your stylist. I don't know. If you're in Oregon, I'm here. Bye. Hope it was helpful. I mean, I'm not trying to be pushy, but I'll come back with more information. There was a study that a doctor did on like 300 patients she was testing about, and she followed them along, relaxers, non-relaxers, and she's not done with it because a lot of people dropped out. I don't know, they disappeared off the face of the earth or something like that. But the more information I get, the more I'm going to tell you, ladies. So, I mean, if you want more information, if you're deciding not to wear a relaxer anymore and you are in the Portland, Oregon area, you can come into She Extension Boutique on 1811 Northeast Broadway, which is next to Cadillac Cafe. And we can do a consultation on seeing if I can get your hair healthy or not for you. I mean, I haven't seen a person that I couldn't get the hair healthy and get it to growing. So, test me out. Green thumb over here.